Dolly from Dollilicious here at their Caliber at Boston Fan Expo 2019, and I am here with the most beautiful, the most talented
Ivy Doomkitty.
She's just like Ivy Doomkitty. Very, very doom indeed. That was great. Now, how have you been? The last time I saw you was actually at Fan Expo when it was called Comic-Con. How have you been since then?
Since Boston Comic-Con days. That was, 3-4 years ago?
Yeah, about. That was crazy.
It's been a while. I'm really happy to be back because Boston's actually one of my favorite cities in all the world. You guys have amazing, amazing lobster rolls.
We do.
Oh, so good. Oysters, everything. Everything about it is amazing. The people are great. Food's great. So I can't complain. And I'm excited to see all the fans that I've been missing for so long. So
Aww.
It's been a while. I'm glad to be back out here.
That is great. Now, I want to ask you, let's catch up because, like I said, it's been so long since I've personally seen you. So what have you been doing? So how's cosplay been going for you? I want to know, what's been your favorite cosplay since the last time I saw you, which was your Emperor Groove cosplay?
Oh, that one was fun. That one's a lot of fun. I'd say my favorites right now are probably a toss-up between Velma and Carmen Sandiego. And both I grew up with. So I grew up with, Carmen Sandiego in the 90s, playing also the game on the computer, with Velma, with Scooby-Doo, watching the cartoon, when I was a little kid. So, those are very nostalgic things for me, but then also being able to wear it at a con and little kids identifying with the character. And now since, there's been new life, just breathed into Carmen Sandiego with the Netflix show and things like that, it's really cool because now I get to share a piece of my childhood with the next generation. So
yeah,
it's been fun. They're very comfortable costumes as well. You don't have to worry about any wardrobe malfunctions, easily identifiable. So all around, they're really wholesome characters. So
yeah, no, I feel that. Now, have you ever had any wardrobe malfunctions at a convention? Tell me, I want to know a story.
Yes. It happened as I was walking into my hotel room. So I lucked out, but I was doing figure modeling for comic book artist Frank Cho as Red Sonja, and I haphazardly just kind of Mickey Moused the top together, and it stayed fine for the duration of the panel, which was about an hour and a half. And as I walked back into the room and I opened the door going into the hotel room, the ties that I had in the front just popped off, this thing exploded. The bra was done, and there was one of my friends was in the room, and unfortunately, I christened thee, whatever, right? But it was awful. It was so mortifying. But I'd rather it be that one moment than it have happened on the con floor, and that was a learning lesson of always, always, always test your stuff out, try it on beforehand. Test the pressure and everything, because you never know. If that would have happened on the con floor or during a panel, like that panel, it could have happened there, and that could have been mortifying.
No, that would have absolutely been bad. Oh my God, you are absolutely right. You are so lucky that happened, and as you're walking into the room, that is so crazy. Now, what has been one of your best experience in cosplay? So we're gonna go from your worst to now your best.
Oh man, there's so many, but it's always either the kids, right? The little kids that come up. There was one earlier today where this parent came up with her daughter, and her daughter was dressed up as Big Barda, which I loved because not a lot of people know who Big Barda is. Unless you're really into the DC fandom, you don't know who she is, right? So this little girl knows all about Big Barda, and I recognized her, and she was super excited that I recognized her. And then her mother says, she's one of the few cosplayers I'll let you follow on your Instagram, because she had just created an Instagram for her daughter. It's she's one of the ones I'll let you follow. You can follow her. And I heard her say, and I said, you know what? Thank you for saying that. That means so much that says that, because that right there tells me that you are trusting me to, in essence, influence your child with the content that I put on social media. And to me, that is. It's not a what's the word? It's a responsibility. Yeah. It's a responsibility, but it also means a lot. The weight of it means a lot. Because that means I'm doing something right. Yeah. If a parent's willing to say, hey, Like, you're cool. I approve you for my daughter's consumption to view this or that on, your content. So that meant so much to me. But then you also see, the adults that lack self-confidence. They are struggling through their identities or the way that they perceive themselves, and to go from being afraid to cosplay and not having any confidence to all of a sudden, oh, I'm cosplaying and I'm competing, or now I'm guesting, and I wouldn't have been able to do this if I couldn't identify with a girl that was, thick or Latin American or whatever it is, because representation doesn't matter. And when I first started cosplaying, there really wasn't much of that. Yeah. So to go from a place of where you didn't see so many diverse body types in the cosplay community to all of a sudden we're now celebrating different body types, we're celebrating different ethnic backgrounds, and we're embracing it. It's opened up such a really a different view, a different world for all cosplayers to feel that they can belong and they can be a part of this fandom and be accepted as well. So I think that those are the most meaningful and rewarding to me, to see those changes in people.
That's really great. Honestly, Ivy, you have been one of my favorite cosplayers out there in the game. You continue to be, and I always love talking to you and talking about this stuff. It is so great that you're doing so much positive right now in the cosplay community and stuff. And you're right, there wasn't a lot back then. So girl, the fact that you're out here representing those girls and stuff, who don't feel represented, that is amazing, and keep doing you. I'm really excited to see more cosplays you come out with. Guys, this has been Dolly and Ivy Doomkitty here with Near Caliber at Boston Fan Expo 2019. We'll see you next time.